Hey everyone, this is Andrea from Elementum. Today we're going to be using a TheraBand to do a little bit of hip mobility, stretching, and strengthening work. The way I'm going to teach this is that I'm going to do the entire sequence on one side with an option in the middle to switch over to the other side. So it's your choice. I'll teach one entire side with cues where you could break, go back to the beginning, do it on the other side, and then kind of repeat that way. So it's really your choice. You can also pick and choose whatever you want to do. I'm using quite a heavy, thick TheraBand for this, but you can use whatever is on hand. You can also do this with a towel. If you have a towel, like a hand towel or even just like a bath-sized towel, I would say use the opposite corners because you get a bit of stretch, or you can always use a yoga strap. So there's lots of options with this one. We're gonna start lying on our back. I'm going to be working this leg for this entire sequence. The other one will change positions as I need it to. You can bring your knee in towards your chest, loop the band around the bottom of your foot here. Now, everyone's flexibility is going to be different. So your leg might be more forward, lower down, higher up, that's fine. Where we're going to start here is flex the foot. So pull the toes back towards your face, and then from there, find a place where you feel tension on the band, and you're pulling that back and down towards the floor. Leave your arms where they are. They're not going to be moving. From here, I'm bending my knee, and I'm going to bring my knee in towards my chest. It's not going to move very far. Holding tension on the band, push your flexed foot and drive your heel up towards the ceiling. Bring it down and push it up. If you need a bit more resistance, choke up on that band, pull down, and then continue there. So we're aiming for maybe 6 to 8 of these knee bend, hip flexion, and then push up. The next time you straighten your knee, the foot is flexed still up towards the ceiling. Find a comfortable tension. We're going to trace small circles on the ceiling. As we do this, I'm going to encourage you to try one of two breathing patterns. Either an inhale as you circle down and an exhale as you circle up, or you can easily just do a full inhale for one circle and a full exhale for the other circle. Once again, you've done about 6. Reverse your direction. The sensation here is, yes, possibly a stretch all the way down the back of my leg, but I'm also feeling the femur actually turn and move in my hip socket. So it's a really nice way to mobilize through that hip as well. So once you've done 6 in either direction, you can come back to the center, hold and wait. The band is in one end of the band is in each hand. From here, we're going to keep that foot flexed, drive the heel down towards the floor, so the leg is very long and pushing into the band, and then lift back up, maintaining your resistance on the band. The tendency is going to want to move your arms with it. That defeats the purpose. So what we're aiming to do, bend the elbows, keep them down beside your body, flex the foot, drive the heel down towards the floor, and feel your leg lengthen out of its socket. So we really want to feel a sense of lengthening here. You can exhale on the down, and you can inhale on the up. I'm not there, so really you can inhale and exhale however you want to, but what's really important here is that you are trying to move with breath. We're not going to be like kind of grunting through this. We want it to be lovely and fluid. Great. The next time the leg comes up, pause here. One option at this point is to take the band out, bring both legs down, and feel the difference. For the most part, the leg you've just been working on will feel longer. You'll feel drop down to the floor. You'll feel kind of your hips flatten across the front of your body. You could now go back to the beginning and repeat this on the other side, or continue on with this leg. That's what I'm going to do. So you can make your choice. You can choose your own adventure for your body today. From here, I've got the band around my foot again. This other leg that isn't working right now is going to extend long. It's just hanging out on the floor. I'm going to hold the band in 2 hands, but both ends in both hands, and sometimes I might just hold it with one. From here, I'm going to let my leg open up. So I'm letting my leg fall open, but the band is supporting me. So I'm going to passively invite the inside of my leg to do a little bit of a stretch here. You can chill out here for a breath or two, maybe a couple more. It might feel really nice. I'm going to encourage you that if your body starts feeling like it's flopping over, back off. So maybe your leg is here today. Wonderful. That's a great place to be. Your choice where it's going to stay. Couple breaths here. And then using the band, help yourself back to the midline of your body. And then inhale, exhale, let the leg cross your body. The tendency here as well is going to be to let yourself flop over like a fish, but we're going to keep our shoulders and our hips down and let just the leg cross our body. You're going to feel this in the glutes, most likely hamstrings, back of the calf. I am aiming to keep my foot flexed throughout all of this, but sometimes we might lose that. That's fine. And then we're going to open back up, and we're going to just play with this back and forth a little bit, a couple of times. Letting the leg sink, letting things feel long, come back across. So I do kind of switch my hands and how much support I'm giving. With one hand, both hands, whatever I kind of need. If you have a band that is thin or lighter resistance and you need more support, you can cross it, or you could take it off your foot and then hold it doubled up as such, and that will increase how much resistance your band is able to offer you. I'll do open one more time. And then I'm just gonna go change this back to regular because this band is very heavy. As we come across, I'm gonna change. So my foot and my leg are coming across on a diagonal. I'm gonna turn my toes in towards the wall, and now I feel an increased sensation in my calf and in the back of my leg. This is also a great way to get a bit of a sciatic stretch in through your sciatic nerve if you've been doing a lot of sitting computer work or if you have sciatica symptoms as well. So that can be quite lovely. Come back to the center. If you need a rest, pop out. Your choice. And the next portion of this is going to be flexed foot, and I'm going to again drive my heel down, so it's as if I'm standing on the wall to get into my start position. My arms and elbows are pulling wide. I'm going to bend my knee into my chest. You'll feel the band resistance release. Hold the resistance, push through with a flexed foot. So it's as if you're trying to kick down and stomp, or if we were standing, like you were trying to step on and crush a box or something like that. So we're pushing that down. Good. So if you'd like to add breath here, inhale as it comes in, exhale as it comes out. Inhale as we go in, exhale as we come out. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bring the leg back up towards the ceiling. And this is one of my favorite movements to do for my legs and my hips. I start up at the top of the ceiling. I'm going to bend my knee into my chest, let my heel drop down towards my bum, kick my leg forward and out, and lift up. So essentially, I'm doing a backwards bicycle motion, out and up. Bend the knee in, kick it out, and up. Bend the knee in, kick it out, and up. So you're really working through the front, the back of the leg, through the hip joint as well. So again, do about 6 to 8, whatever feels good for you. I'm keeping my resistance by my body. If you need to adjust, you can, but I want you and encourage you to use consistent resistance, so finding what works for you. Good. Once you're done there, take the band away and off of the foot. We've now reached the end of that whole series. So lying on your back with both legs flat, inhale, exhale here. Let your legs just go into their natural resting position. I notice an incredible sense of length on the leg that we just worked. I feel like the other one, if I were to assess my hips, this one that we haven't worked, the hip feels like it's sitting quite high and the other one feels like it's sitting quite low. So from here, if you've done that entire series on one leg, what I'm going to encourage you to do is hit pause, go all the way back to the beginning, and now repeat that on the leg that you haven't worked. Optional again, you could have stopped where I said, let's take a break, and then you can also pick and choose whatever you want to do. Thanks so much for following along. I love to see any comments and feedback you have. Wishing you all the best. Talk to you soon. Bye.